the cracked sidewalk chalk, and the little girl who called me grandma. I was out in my front yard last Sunday just pulling weeds and enjoying the California sun. You know, one of those quiet mornings where the neighborhood feels like it still hit the snooze button. I'm kneeling in the dirt when I hear this tiny, high-pitched voice behind me say, "You're doing it all wrong, Grandma. You have to save the yellow flowers for the bees." I turned around, and there's this little girl, maybe 6 years old, standing on the sidewalk with a handful of broken chalk. She had these bright, messy pigtails and dirt on her nose. Now, I'm 34. I am definitely not anyone's grandmother, but the way she said it, it was so certain, like she'd known me her whole life. I looked down the street, expecting a parent to come jogging up, apologizing for the confusion, but the sidewalk was empty, so I just went with it. I told her, "You're right, I better leave the yellow ones alone. Should we draw some more for them?" Her face just beamed. For 20 minutes, we sat on that hot pavement, drawing lopsided sunflowers and bee houses. She told me all about her imaginary cat, and how she was finally tall enough to reach the big swings. She kept calling me grandma, and every time she did, it felt like this tiny tug on my heartstrings. Finally, a social worker in a navy blazer pulls up to the curb. She looked exhausted, but she gave me this incredibly grateful smile. As she helped the girl into the car, she walked over and whispered, "She hasn't had a stable female figure in 2 years. She sees a garden, and she searches for the grandmother she remembers." She thanked me for not making it weird. She said, for a few minutes there, she felt like she belonged to someone again. I stood there on my lawn, watching that car disappear around the corner, and I looked down at the chalk sunflowers on my driveway. My eyes started to sting, and for the first time in years, I didn't feel like a stranger in my own neighborhood. I felt needed.